Welcome to another segment of Chamber Connection. I'm John Schmidt, President and CEO of the Naperville Area Chamber of Commerce. My guest for this segment is Bob Jung from Jung Painting. So welcome, Bob.
Well, thank you for having me, John. Welcome.
Bob, tell us about Jung Painting.
Well, Jung Painting, we are a 7-year-old corporation. I started painting in 1986 while I was in high school. Worked my way through high school, graduated from college, always loved to paint, and continued on painting. So 7 years ago, I had my dream of having my own company. And that's when I jumped in to join the chamber and get involved.
Well, great.
Yeah.
Well, when a client calls Bob Jung, first of all, how do they get a hold of you, Bob?
Get a hold of me. Telephone number is 630-527-9990, and the website is getjunged.com.
Get Jung. That's your brand.
That's our branding. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
So once a client gets in touch with you, what can they expect from that point through?
Well, we get the job done right the first time. So follow up with phone calls. We'll come to your house to do a proposal. And I have a nice software for a detailed proposal. So it's all based upon linear feet and square feet. Now you get an exact proposal. Talk about what kind of paint we're going to use, the process of everything, how we're going to do it from start to finish, which is very detailed, what customers want.
Yeah, and time-wise, about how long does it take to paint a house?
To paint a house, say a basic bedroom could be a few hours, but based upon furniture to move and how much painting, it could be a few days. But I like to start, have good 8-hour days, and get the job done. So
basically you go into a client's home and you take care of the whole process, whatever they need done?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Now what's the trend now in interior painting? When I was in real estate, it was Naperville neutral and keep everything beige. But what's the trends now for painting?
Trends. Chocolate is a nice color. A lot of sage, golds, pumpkin, reds. So it's a big change from Naperville beige.
And how many? I know one of you. how many types of green are there?
Oh, there's 240,000 shades of green.
240,000 shades of green.
Yes, there is.
And you can provide them all, right?
Yes, we can.
Okay,
yes,
great. Now, Bob, I know you're very involved in the community. You're very involved in the chamber. What's that meant to your business?
What it meant to the business, it's awareness about the company. There's so much competition out there, and to get involved with the chamber for 5 or 7 years now as a member has just been great. We got over 36% of our work from the chamber. So we're meeting new people, great relationships, getting involved with charities, which is huge. Never had that before I joined the chamber.
Now, you're involved with some of our teams and our ambassadors. You were Ambassador of the Year, which is kind of the extension of our chamber staff, and they are ambassadors, as the word would indicate.
Right.
But that's been phenomenal. And you talked about charities. What are some of the charities that you've gotten involved with?
Charity to get involved with is St. Patrick's Residence, which is a retirement community over here in Naperville. Hesed House, a new one I'm helping out with, and DuPage with Kathy Blair with DuPage Cares, who helps out.
Now, Bob, over the 7 years you said you've been in business, your business has grown systematically over the years. Talk a little bit about the growth and how have you managed the growth as you've gotten larger?
It's gotten louder. You learn from your mistakes, and we all made mistakes. And by involving myself with the right people, helping me grow. By having a project manager, a sales coach, is helping us to grow as a company grows.
Now, we talked a little bit about painting homes and the interior of a home, but your Jung Painting isn't just limited to painting interiors of homes.
Right.
Talk a little bit about the other services you do. Commercial, do you do?
We do commercial, interior, exterior, residential, interior, exterior. Well, businesses, which has been nice for us also.
Okay. So somebody wants to get the exterior of their home painted. Obviously, right now we're moving into bad season of the year, but when should they call you for the springtime?
Start calling us in March. Season starts in late April, early May.
Okay, and come and get an estimate and get things rolling.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And for if they're wanting a special event in their house or whatever, they probably need to give a couple of weeks lead time.
A couple of weeks lead time. Just tell us you have to have it done by a certain time, and we'll get the job done within that time for you.
Okay. There's a lot of painters. You got a lot of competition.
Yes, there is.
What sets Jung Painting apart from all the rest?
Our detailed proposal helps us out tremendously. And by seeing our logo, get junged everywhere.
Yeah.
You get the green and the yellow.
Now, Bob, I know you've assembled quite a team to help support Bob Jung Painting, and that team has kind of come from your involvement with the chamber. But talk about the people like marketing and attorney and everything. Who's helping you grow your company?
Well, the biggest one is a marketing guy who came up with just Bob Jung Painting and became Get Jung. So that's a whole new branding that came 2 years ago. We have a lawyer to keep all our books straight, our accountant to keep it straight, a sales coach. And it's just all from the chamber having that friendship and the trust from your team to make my company grow. So I have everyone behind me helping our company grow.
Well, great. You know, Bob, this is really supposed to be all about Bob Jung Painting, but you've been very kind to give the chamber a lot of compliments along the way, and we really appreciate that. So what's the next step for Bob Jung Painting? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? 5 years,
and more charity involvement. I'm enjoying a lot of charity work right now. It's amazing. And maybe interviewing you one day would be nice.
Well, Bob, you know, you're such an active member of the chamber, such an active member of the community. We really appreciate everything you do for the chamber, for the community. So thank you for being my guest for this segment of Chamber Connection. My guest for this segment has been Bob Jung from Bob Jung Painting, and thank you for watching Chamber Connection.